Russian general, we've been summoning UFOs for over 30 years. Russia is said to have knowledge about extraterrestrial beings for more than 20 years, and many respected former high-ranking officials have been trying to disclose certain aspects for some time, but face a lot of adversity from the media, who either ignore them or cite them as untrustworthy sources. During the Soviet era, the Defense Ministry worked on engineering a human with superpowers. In the course of these experiments, a team of scientists was somehow able to communicate with alien life forms. The man in charge of this classified assignment later talked to journalists. Also a member of the Natural Sciences Academy, and now Lieutenant General in Reserve Alexei Savin tells us that in the late 80s, a team of Russian scientists were able to get in touch with a similar delegation representing a foreign civilization. Former Major General Vasily Yeremenko was the first to inform the press of his duty during the Soviet era, which was the retrieval of evidence and intelligence from UFO encounters. He says the amount of such information back then was vast beyond modern comprehension. The main objective was to stop any opportunities of war from arising between mankind, or at least Russia, and extraterrestrial civilizations. The KGB conducted an ample study of unexplained phenomena near Vladimirovsk in 1984. The location wasn't picked randomly, as most documented UFO encounters took place at sites where weapons or dangerous technology were tested. We can say that we learned to summon UFOs in Vladimirovsk. To do this, we dramatically increased the number of military flights and movement of the equipment. If the intensity on our side increased, UFOs appeared with a probability of 100%. After more than half a year of such tests, the authorities stopped in order to count the results. They concluded that science, at least as it was back then, couldn't visibly see any peculiar phenomena, and even if anyone did, any aircraft spotted was more probably coming from enemies like the United States or Japan. Yeremenko added, "The UFO topic today is ubiquitous. Precisely because of its scandalous nature, serious scientists are not willing to identify their position on this issue. Pilots often see such objects, but they have a veto on this topic, so do astronauts. In confidential conversations they talk about their experiences meeting with UFOs, but they are afraid to speak publicly about this." He says this topic should be taken seriously because it's a matter of security at a global level. Then Alexei Savin spoke of the government and the KGB's attempts to manipulate an individual's brain, which is capable of supernatural powers, in order to spawn a superhuman, the ultimate weapon. In the process of research, we came to the conclusion that a human was an energy and information system that receives information from outside. This is precisely why a human can manifest paranormal abilities. People working on the project were either military staff or scientists, but there was also a group assembled solely out of women, and it was them who made the most important research. Savin explains how they had mastered a way to make the human brain function like a radio and contact other civilizations. We wanted to make a contact with representatives of other civilizations. And we did it. We had to tune energy contour of the human brain to a particular wave, like a radio. No chemicals or drugs were used on subjects during testing, and the scientists also came up with a way to tell if individuals were making progress or just hallucinating. What happened next was amazing. 6 individuals were able to actually touch extraterrestrial life forms, and one was even invited to visit a ship. The aliens did give away some information about the structure of their society, but left out important parts like any military details. They supposedly also left knowledge of medical procedures that could cure most diseases. Savin told journalists that the human race is so precariously evolved that they would compare us to infants. Our civilization is too young to be of interest to them as a subject for a dialogue. Because we are also a part of the universe, we may harm ourselves and other civilizations with our foolish actions, so they are looking out for us. In 1993, politics came in the way, the whole project was abandoned and the team disbanded, but the brain manipulation method remained in use at the Gagarin Academy, where a core team of scientists continued to work. Savin says 4 years ago we tried to repeat the experiment, and we were successful. Brains and talented people are still present in the defense industry. He then asks why hide something from people? Instead, they need to prepare for new challenges. But if the aliens were so peaceful and even revealing, why does Savin think we should all prepare for a new challenge or treat UFOs like a global security issue?